which I think, probably the vast majority of the people in this chat room can relate to. So let's just start out first, just with a basic question. Which, Clipsites and fan stores are working particularly for you guys? I mean, there might be some that work for you, but maybe not for others. But, if you could just throw out there, which ones are you having the most success with? And I guess that's a question I can pose to each of you.
Who do you want to go first?
Yeah. To unmute yourself.
I can start calling on people. I'll call on Mary. So Mary,
okay.
What ones are working the best for you, and why particularly?
I think right now that mini-vids is the gold standard as far as clip sites go. And then, there's other ones like Clips for Sale that is more like the gold standard for fetish. But for, regular old porn, it's mini-vids. And everybody's starting to use the mini-vids agreement because, we're all switching back to paper 2257s now for all of the legal reasons that all the various clip stores and sites want from you. So I think mini-vids is really the place to be if you have more vanilla content.
Okay, good to know. Finney, do you want to jump in next?
Man, my favorite clip store is mini-vids, of course. I have a good time there. I'm able to bulk my videos and sell them for even more. I started doing the camming and stuff on there, not direct, like how solo models do it, but behind the scenes of if I'm shooting scenes or something like that. And it works. It's really, really cool. And then my favorite fan site is obviously my OnlyFans. That one's really, really good.
Y'all go look at his OnlyFans. Yes.
Both of them are pretty even when it comes to sales and fan interaction and all that good stuff.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. And Emma, you want to go next?
Yeah, I definitely agree with what everybody says about mini vids being great for your clip sales. I also have a femdom domination side of me that I'm really successful on. I want clips because it's pretty much designed for us in that way, and that's where I get a lot of my custom clip orders. Is I want clips. So even though mini-vids definitely has the best, you can upload your clips there. You can almost make your previews and your thumbnails and everything on there if you really want to. I don't suggest it, but if you needed to, you could. But I want clips definitely is for if you are in that dom niche, it's a great place for you.
And Cactus.
So for me personally, for clips, I love mini-vids. I've been on there since 2017. Obviously, I think every site could use some improvements, and maybe that's something else we could talk about later, because I do love mini-vids, but I wish there were a lot of things that were easier for performers to make more money and people who are not white and skinny. There's a lot of things that I'd love to see. But for fan sites, as I said, I lost my OnlyFans, and I've just heard a lot of people have a lot of not so great experiences with them recently. So I moved over to Fansly, and I've had a wonderful success there. I've already started making more money than I was on OnlyFans. Not saying I was making a lot, but it's definitely it's a way to put in at least my certain fetish clip niche in there. But it's also just such a better site. The way it performs is so much better.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just wanted to make a comment about that because before September of 2021, I personally had never heard of Fansly before. The only reason why it became a name was because OnlyFans had announced that they were going to be removing hardcore from the site. And, it caused mass panic. A lot of people lost some money. And it was a pretty scary time just for a few days. And then all of a sudden, out of the shadows comes Fansly. And I'm like, okay, I want to know who the owners of this site. Where can we find them? And I wasn't getting any answers. So it's interesting because you're not the only person I've heard who's doing well on Fansly. So I guess what more can we say about them that the people in the chat might need to know?
I'm happy to chat about Fansly. I've been on there since October. The reason that I personally love it is it's kind of the reason I got onto OnlyFans was because I was kicked off of Patreon. So it's like we're always on this little like line going from one place to another. So what I really liked about Patreon is they had subscription tiers where you could like offer like a minimum, and then like you can offer as much as you want. So that's how I've been actually making a little bit more of my money, is for saying like no PPV, but you get all of my full videos, and that's like a $75 tier. So it's like there's ways that you can still connect to your fans, get them everything that they want without them having to go to your DMs or your posts on your free page, or you can put everything, you can put free, paid, anything you want on Fansly. They have a For You page. They have suggestion little things where you can find creators like you, or like people that you follow. And I make a lot of my income too on live shows. They don't have a great, it's very in beta right now, so I just stream through OBS, but it's the only place I've been able to P live. So it's a very fun experience. I get to do something new, and my fans are super, super excited to see something that they can't see on OnlyFans. And I think that's the thing that made Fansly so popular, is one, people were scared of losing their OnlyFans, so they started making Fanslys. But two, it's because it's a place that you can offer content that you can't on OnlyFans. So that's where I started gaining my traction, because I still had my OnlyFans and my Fansly at the same time. So thankfully I was already starting a new audience, and losing my OnlyFans sucked, but it wasn't like the worst thing in the world, because at least I had people still looking for that type of content. So I definitely recommend it if you're trying to show content that you can't put on OnlyFans. I think that's a great way, instead of having it as like a second OnlyFans, because nobody's going to go to it if you can get the same thing on OnlyFans.
I'm personally waiting for the demise of OnlyFans, but anyway.
Hey, it could happen. I mean, they kind of tipped their hands 6-7 months ago, and putting all your eggs in one basket is never a great idea. Now, granted, getting fans to move from one platform to another is pretty tricky. But I mean, are you of the mindset that you need to diversify and be on as many platforms as you can support, or do you really just kind of stick by staying on like one or two fan sites and clip sites, just so that you can keep it all centralized and possibly streamline your work?
I'm sticking with one or two personally. Like, I don't have a sister or anything that like runs stuff. I mean, there's so much time and energy that goes into just those two. I have other like clip sites and stuff like that. Like, I have a fan site that I haven't touched in forever.
Me too.
Stars. I just did X videos and did look back. Like, it's just a lot that goes into running these things. Like, my mini is my own fan so successful because I treat it like my baby. So to bring in another kid, another mouth to feed, it's like, if I want you to be successful, I gotta give you just as much attention. And it's like Katie said, if you're just pretty much posting the same stuff Fansly that you're posting on OnlyFans, it's like, I can't really expect a success there. And I think that's my fear when it comes to Fansly, just kind of looking at it like, I got to offer something different, or just keep it as like a backup of something that goes along with OnlyFans, which I don't want, because I feel like there's a lot of money left on the table because Fansly is growing. But I don't know, personally for me, I can't run like all of them at once. I can only do like one or two, unless I like bring in some of the children that stuff for me.
And
Yeah, definitely. Oh, sorry, Jane. Did you?
No, go ahead.
Definitely someone like Finney, who is, I don't know, you don't stay in one place more than 2 days at a time. It's impossible. I think more solo content creators who work out of their home might be able to do a little bit more.
Always
you're
on
going to
the
find
damn
Lilly
go.
on every single platform that you've heard of. I have never really had anybody speak super highly of Fansly before, so after this I will be making a Fansly account, and that's because you literally never know when the platform's going to go down, And like in the case of OnlyFans, they weren't really giving us that much of a warning. They were like, you have like 2 weeks. Good luck, guys. Figure it out. So even if I'm not posting all of my stuff there regularly,
That's a good point.
I'm going to have an account so that last minute I can just real quick put some stuff on there. Yeah.
This is one reason why, and I'm, just kind of a shameless plug here, but whether you're using us or anybody else, I always advocate getting a hold of someone's email. If there's any way possible you can get a hold of someone's email, that's golden, because that way you can reach out to them when, the shit hits the fan, wherever you are.
Having an email marketing
and whether you
list,
use
yes.
Why Not Mail for email marketing or someone else, it's just a
I'm
good way to
using
stay
Why
in touch
Not
with
Mail
your
for
fans.
email marketing, YouTubers.
Should you even decide to change platforms for one reason or another. So I always encourage people, no matter where you are and what you're doing, to try to collect emails.